James Lupton for Pro Boxing Fans. Delighted to be joined on Zoom today with Tasha Jonas. Tasha, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about first of all lockdown. How's it been? Training, homeschooling, etc., etc. How you found it?
I always thought that with the routine that I hate in boxing. Like, you get up at this time, you're at the gym at this time, drop the baby at this time, and back training at this time, pick it up at this time, bed at this time. But it's actually, that's what keeps me going. It keeps me in a set routine. Like, so it was mad that it was taken away from not only just for me, but for the baby as well. Because we were both just like, we didn't know what to do with ourselves. Like, it was, for me, I've really enjoyed it. I had a lot of time, quality time with the baby. I haven't enjoyed being a teacher as much. I realised I've got no patience. But yeah, it was just one of them things, it's probably never going to happen again in anyone's lifetime. And I think you just have to, boxing-wise, training-wise, it didn't really do much except run and cycle. But, it was time for me to have quality time with the baby, so I enjoyed it.
What's it been like being back in the gym? You've been back in a couple of weeks now. How's it been?
Oh, I'll never moon again. I keep saying to Joe, like, you saying, is it hours today? I was like, it was hard, but Joe, I'm not mooning ever again. So just to be back and I'm grateful. And obviously I'm working towards a world title, so it's even more motivation.
Absolutely. I wanted to mention, obviously, yourself, you've come into a very male-dominated sport. Also, your sister, Nikita Paris, footballer, also another male-dominated sport. How proud are you that you and your sister both reached the top of your games in these sports?
I'm dead proud. I mean, for myself, you don't ever want to give yourself the credit sometimes, it wasn't until I retired from amateur boxing that when I look back and reflected on actually where I've come in boxing and what I've done, it was massive, because you're always caught up in the moment as an athlete. You don't appreciate it. But for anyone that knows me and Nikita, they probably would say, that's just what I expected of them, because she was always sporty. I was always sporty. We had no problems fitting in and competing against lads. And yeah, we always give 100%. So for us to be athletes, I don't think anyone's even shocked.
Absolutely. You did suffer a loss quite early in your career, Vivian Obanov. What did that loss teach you?
It was emotional, just for the simple fact that it wasn't the loss because I've been beaten before. It was just the manner that I lost in. That was hard to accept, and I was very emotional about it for a very long time. But then, again, when you go back and reflect on it, I think it's made me a stronger person, mentally, physically, emotionally, and like I promise myself that won't happen again. Do you know what I mean? So it's only sometimes when things go bad that you look back on the things that you were doing bad from the start. When you're winning, you don't really think that anything needs to change, but when you lose, you realise that something does. So that's the way I've took it.
Definitely. How long did you have to take before you could look back on that and go, actually, this is what I need to change, this is what I need to do next time?
It was a while. A good. I think I went away straight after it. And yeah, it was just maybe a month or two it took. But then again, as I say, you just come to the realization, and obviously after a time period, your emotions are out of it, if you know what I mean. So I had to get over the emotional side of it first.
Did you think at that point you would be where you are now in a world title fight?
No, I actually thought that, that kind of momentum and the time had gone, and it would be even harder to get it back. So I was happy, obviously, to even be considered. And
Obviously, your last two fights have been on MTK shows. How much have you got to thank them for you still competing?
They've, you know, when I sat down with MTK after the open off defeat, we spoke about a plan to get. They said, "What do you want from me?" And I was like, "Well, I want to be a world champion." Okay, this has set you back. They were dead realistic, dead honest, and they were like, "Okay, we'll come up with a plan." And we've got that plan, and now I've got my world title shot. So, you know, they've done everything they can management wise. It's up to me as an athlete now to perform and get what I want.
Absolutely. As an amateur, you've been to the highest of heights. Now, obviously, coming into your first world title fight, do you feel any new kind of pressure going into this fight?
No, it's mad because the pressure's off me. People keep sending me bookies odds and stuff, and I'm like, you know, I'm not the favourite. I'm not the champion at this time. So, you know, the pressure's on Terri to kind of keep it. And she's, you know, said she's going to do X, Y, and Z. You've got to prove, you've got to do it. I've just said I'm going to win. So, you know, I've got to prove that. I can't just keep living off the amateur experience and whatever. I've got to go and prove what I do in the gym in and about for people to see. But the pressure's off me because people think I'm going to lose anyway. So it's all on Terri. But obviously she's got what I want. I have to perform to get it.
What's that like? I imagine it's probably the first time you've been the bookmaker's underdog. What's it like going to a fight as the underdog?
It's like it's just nothing. It's nothing new. Like to be fair, it's like it is what it is. I've been a favourite. I've been an underdog. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I don't really take much notice of it, if I'm honest.
With Terri Harper, what are her pros and cons in your opinion?
But you can see these both either way. You know, she's young, she's hungry, she's fit, she's fast, and that works both sides of her. You know, she's not as experienced as me, hungry as me, we'll see. Fitter than me, we'll see. Do you know what I mean? So they are the pros and the cons. Everything that her in her advantages, apart from age, there's nothing that can change. That's the only one I can't change. Everything else I can. So
in the division, it's obviously Terri Harper. You've got Michaela Meyer, Jessica McCaskill. I see yourself. You mentioned there the only thing on Terry's side is age. In terms of longevity for yourself, say you beat Terri Harper, what's the plan? How long do you feel you've got left in the game?
I think even though obviously I am older, I didn't actually start boxing till I was older either. So, you know, where some lads have been boxing since they were 10, that's not me. I've boxed since I was 21. So, you know, I haven't been punched for all them years. And I think with the women's side as well, you have got a little bit of longevity. I think Eva Volstrom was 39. Not saying that I want to box to 39, but I'm saying, you know, if you look at some of the world champions, you know, they are that little bit older. And I just, I can't say a time because obviously winning opens a lot of doors and gives you a lot of opportunities, and you'd be stupid to turn down good opportunities. And, you know, my whole life, whether that's been in boxing or football, or my whole sport and career, all I've done is take the opportunities that have come to me. And if they've worked, brilliant. You know, if they haven't, brilliant. I can still say that I've done it.
Definitely. You've been in a sport for 15 years now. So have you seen the evolution of women's boxing?
Yeah. You know, I think we always knew how good it was. We just needed the world to know. And it's good that, you know, you get big brands and big promoters and everything on side. And now for the younger people coming through, there's an option. There wasn't really that option when I was thinking of leaving the GB setup to go pro, unless you wanted to live in like Germany or America. But now here, there's the option, and people are taking that option.
Is it good for you to see that we are seeing younger women turn professional?
Again, it's just opportunities for women. You know, if you believe that you can get onto that Olympic level or that Olympic setup and take that pathway, that's a great. It sets you in good stead for the professional game. But if you don't believe that you can, and you still want to make a living out of doing what you do, I think that's, you know, who doesn't want a career instead of like a kind of job thing where you know, people are following their dreams, and I think that's good for anyone.
Do you feel that you've helped pave the way for these young women coming through?
Again, I don't think I would never say, oh yeah, I did this, I did that, but I think sometimes when you sit back and reflect again, that you might think, oh yeah, that did help, or what we did, you know, was part of the cause. But I would never say, oh, me personally, I did that. Do you know what I mean? But
Absolutely. And very finally, Tasha, when you turned over, you've been pro for 3 years now. 3 years yesterday, I think it was, your pro debut.
yeah.
Everyone sort of wanted the Katie Taylor fight. If you beat Terri Harper, could we finally see that?
Potentially. I mean, you know, that's one of the things, one of the opportunities that we're talking about. You know, there's Kayla Maya, there's McCaskill, there's Katie. You know, you could go up again. People forget that naturally, well, not naturally, but I have boxed as high as 75 kilos before. So, you know, there's Brockhouse, there's, you know, there's all that. So it's not, there isn't the depth in women's boxing yet as there is in men's, and it will go, that them younger people coming through will help that. And you know, the ones in the Olympic setup now, when they have the opportunity, whether they want to turn over or not, that will bring up the standards and bring in more competitors. And I think, you know, when that happens, like, you know, we'll finally be, well, hopefully considered the same as the men's.
Absolutely. As mentioned, all the fans have wanted the Katie Taylor fight. Have you wanted that fight? Is that a fight you've always pinpointed throughout your career?
I wouldn't say pinpointed throughout my career, but you know, I was watching it back the first time in full with the Gallagher Academy, Joe Gallagher's Academy, and even me and Joe were like, "Oh, I've only had, like, just had 2 more rounds of it, just, you know what I mean?" So it's a thorn in my side, I'll say that. But at the time, I will say there was nothing else I could have done. I give it everything. So I'm proud of that for that moment in time. But, you know, would I like revenge? Who wouldn't?
Absolutely. Tasha Jonas, thank you for your time and thanks for joining me this evening. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.